Mike
Hello.
here,
Hey.
and Bobby here. Today's discussion is on what is RX.
What does RX mean?
RX is as prescribed. So when you see a workout written on the board, it's prescribed exercise, or it's how the workout should be performed. But each workout has this thing called a
Stimulus.
All right.
And that stimulus could be what you need it to be. Usually that's prescribed by the coach who writes the workout. For instance, on every workout of the day we have in Wodify, we have 3 tracks that we use: competitive, recreational, and lifestyle. And then below that, we have a stimulus. It tells you how you should aim to perform that workout.
Right. So those serve as guidelines, but as an athlete, the big thing you should take away from every single whiteboard brief is what the stimulus is. So these will be examples that you'll see as competitive, recreational, and lifestyle. But the question for you is, which one should you take? Should it be RX, scaled, or unique to you? Take a second to think about that. Submit your answer. The right answer is unique to you.
Call in now.
Because what you want to get out of this is you want to achieve the stimulus. If the coach says that you should have nonstop movement for all 3 1-minute rounds and then a minute rest for 3 rounds total, don't pick a weight or a movement that's so tough or so heavy that you can't sustain movement the whole time.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'll miss the intent of the workout, which essentially means you won't get the results that it will give you. So a good way to think about this is what allows you to adapt. So my favorite analogy is if we want to get you really good at running a mile fast, we don't want you to practice running slow. So a good way to think about that is, so let's say I want to run a 6-minute mile. Well, I'm not going to go out and run a bunch of miles slowly. I'll just get better at running slow. What's going to be a better model for that is to run 400s, a distance that you can sustain a 6-minute pace at,
Right.
and practice there and rest until you feel ready to achieve that pace again. That's the same thing we want to find in class is what's something that I can lift heavy and still maintain the rep scheme, or whatever that given workout is.
So there's another, for instance, here. Coming up this week, there's a deadlift workout, and there is a prescribed weight, and it's pretty heavy, where I think probably 95% of the gym may not be able to lift it, but us programmers,
What's the workout?
it's called the Principle.
Oh, okay.
So keep your eyes open for that one. But us as programmers, we wrote that prescribed weight, and then next to it in parentheses, 80 to 85%, because that's where it should fall. So if any of those numbers in those tracks don't line up with where you're at, do 80 to 85%. That way you're getting that correct stimulus that we are looking for as coaches to give you for that adaptation.
Yeah. Ultimately, you never want to get through a workout and say, meh, that workout was okay. There were probably a few faults that happened. 1, you didn't understand the stimulus. 2, you did it too heavy, or you did it too slow, or you chose the wrong scaling option. But equally, that's kind of like communication error.
Yeah.
We got to talk to coaches, and we need to always make sure we're doing what, as athletes, we need to do what we're supposed to do with that.
Right.
Cool.
So come talk to us.
Yeah, communicate.
But most of all, stay frosty.